Okay, what's up, guys? So today I'm finally finishing my Game of Thrones review for seasons uh, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I might not do 8 today because I'm still kind of conflicted on that. And dude, I kind of get it why it's controversial, but I can get to that when I talk about it. But yeah, and then House of Dragon will be coming soon. Cause I finished Game of Thrones in like a month, and I just finished House of Dragon a few days ago. Yeah, that one will probably be coming in a week or two from this weekend. So, nonetheless, let's get started with season 5. Okay, season 5. I'm sorry, right off the bat, I'm gonna talk about Arya Stark, right? So, like, I feel like this is kind of quick one. I'm gonna talk about her up until like season 7, I think it is. I can correct myself later. Season 7, I think it is when she comes back to Winterfell. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Her story was just kind of dumb. Like I was so hyped at the end of season 4, hearing that she was gonna go with the Faceless Man and Jack and Hagar, and like dude, I thought it was some like cool magic that they used, and no, they literally just kill people and take off their faces like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre dude or Leatherface or whatever they call him, and then like wears them and does an impression on him. Like, bro, what? Like that shit was so lame. And then like, dude, it took her like 3 seasons to realize like that she's Arya Stark. Like, bro, I feel like that should have just been one, and then you could have had her not be in a few seasons like Bran was, and I feel like that would have been fine for her because she's had a lot of character development. Well, he kind of just didn't. Honestly, I was kind of wishing my boy Oberyn Martell was in this season. Would have made it a hell of a lot better. I mean, he definitely should have died in the mountain. Because I mean, if the mountain's just gonna like live as a zombie anyway, he definitely should have lived. That's just me though. That's just me though. But like, I feel like he definitely would have made the show better going on later on. Okay, and then yeah, Arya. I mean, when she comes back with Sansa, I mean, it's just kind of weird because I mean, she was randomly threatening her, and then they showed that, and then it was like, psych, no, she was just faking Littlefinger when he wasn't even there. Well, actually, I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. I should probably just talk about season 5. Then I'll talk about season 6, 7, and 8, and yeah, I'll talk about the rest of that later. Okay, so after Tywin dies, Jamie and Cersei are both really pissed at Tyrion. He okay, so over the Narrow Sea, Daenerys and Sir Barristan and Grey Worm and Missandei of Noth pretty much were just dealing with the Sons of the Harpy. Well, I mean, I guess that was kind of just like terrorists. I mean, they basically just kill them because they go against their traditions and things like that. So then they allow more of the traditions. There's still a lot of death. So Barristan actually dies in a fight, and he's actually a really good fighter. He advises her. Tyrion is caught by Sir Jorah Mormont, and instead of him coming to marry the queen like he was gonna, he becomes her hand. Varys ends up tracking them down. Ser Jorah Mormont uh, the is forgiven by Dany, which honestly was like dope. Because I mean, if she didn't forgive him, that would have been like pretty dumb. Because I mean, she would have like died without a doubt if it wasn't for him. But I mean, regardless, yeah. So then she tells him to go figure out his grayscale. Varys and Tyrion try to keep her temper in check and keep her, let her be level and respect the traditions of the area. I don't remember what the hell it's called, to be honest. So I don't know. Like I feel like Tyrion is like one of the best hands without a doubt. But I feel like I mean it would have made more sense for him to try to marry her. Like I don't get why he didn't just do that, especially knowing like that she has like a reputation of being a Targaryen. Oh yeah, actually, I remember that he just didn't want to get with any girls afterwards. After he killed Shay, which honestly is another thing that's kind of weird that he killed her. But whatever. But yeah, I don't know. This whole arc was pretty cool. Sir Barristan was awesome. Oh, my boy Grey Worm started making moves on Missandei and Neth. He was kind of creepy at first, but yeah, he eventually spit some game. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Tyrion. I mean, he kind of Missandei of Neth and Grey Worm definitely do not like him, and I don't know. I kind of get that because like he's just so like free and open, does whatever he likes, and they're just so. I mean, because they were slaves and they just do what they're told, and rigid lifestyles they've had to live and make rich people. But nonetheless, so yeah, that arc was awesome. Uh, yeah, like I said, Arya's arc was just not that good. Then I'm thinking of Cersei's arc now. So Cersei, Tommen, the High Sparrow, dude, that stuff was pretty cool. The fact that Joffrey's wife gets married instantly to Tommen is a little like weird, but like Cersei unleashing the High Sparrow, and then he just goes nuts shit and just gets everybody. Like that was kind of crazy, honestly. Tommen was a pretty cool character with how reasonable he was. He's like pretty like chill, and without Tywin, there was like a void or whatever for someone to like manipulate him, and his wife. I forgot her name. Something like weird. It was like Rose or some shit like that. I don't remember. Oh, Marjorie. It was Marjorie, I think. Yeah. Right. Or whatever. So, yeah, he's just getting manipulated by her. So yeah, Cersei goes ape shit and gets a High Sparrow to imprison her brother and her because she didn't want to marry her brother. We're like, I mean, bro, you don't even have to. Like, Tom is not gonna force you to do that, you dumb fuck. Like, Tywin's not here anymore, you dumb. Like, Jesus Christ, she didn't even need to do that. She just did like so much extra work, and then he goes ape shit and because she's a well known person who enjoys incest. Yeah, they catch her, and he goes nuts, and then she's in the prison for like most of it. And it's just kind of sad. And Jamie stands up to the High Sparrow, and it's just bad because like if they fight him and kill him, then like the people will turn against them even more. But if they do nothing, then Marjorie and Cersei will keep suffering, and they just keep going. And yeah, so I mean, Jamie just starts to become like that guy again, and then also during the season, Jamie saves his daughter, Marcella, I think her name is, and then I mean that's kind of sad that she died, and then him and Braun are pretty dope duo though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm once again just saying, Oberyn Martell would have been a pretty dope character in this arc. I don't know, but if there was something, so yeah, he saves her. Jamie's just like roughing it out. Cersei's really roughing it out. Like she's like hitting the bottle, bro. Like she's struggling. I ain't gonna lie to you. And yeah, so that whole thing, I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was kind of weird at times, and it was kind of just dumb because they just sat in like a cell for like 5 episodes and just did nothing, just had shit. And I don't know. It was good, but like it definitely had its moments that were really good. But like the later parts of it, but like the beginning parts of it was just not my favorites part of the show with in my opinion. Okay, the parts with like Sansa and Ramsay Bolton, like that shit was pretty self-explanatory, disturbing. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, but like, damn, bro, like she already been through enough. Like, bro, damn, like really didn't even have to do there like that. Like for real, like I guess she was a spoiled brat a little bit in like season 1, but like, damn, bro, like nobody deserves that. Like, damn, like I don't even know what to say, but yeah, it was cool seeing her and Theon, her get to Theon, and Theon finally coming back and not being a little bitch and doing something. Um, Speaking of Ramsay Bolton, he was able to defeat Stannis after Stannis lost most of his troops from killing his daughter after he stood strong, not uh, going against his morals, and then eventually became desperate. And the Iron Throne was what he thought uh, belonged to him, and he thought that he needed to be on the Iron Throne because like the world would be torn up if he didn't, and he probably thought that the Lancers killed his brother, but whatever. So yeah, he kills his daughter. Half his troops leave him. I mean, this shit was sad, bro. That was really sad that he killed his daughter. I mean, dude, and he really just did not want to either, but he chose to, and yeah, he did. And then they lose, and he just accepts his death from Brienne of Tarth, and but yeah, in the beginning of the season, Stannis is dope. I feel like he kind of fell off. They kind of made him fell off. I feel like he just wouldn't do that. But like, whatever. I guess I'm not saying I'm one of the creators, but like, about the beginning of the season. So pretty much, Jon Snow's story, my boy, starts off with him and Stannis. Stannis wants him as his ally because because he knew Ned Stark. He liked Ned Stark. Um, and he wants him to be a part of their fight to gain the throne. He wanted him to be the Warden of the North or whatever. And so Jon says no. He had to stay at the Night's Watch. He gets Lord Commander. Uh, Mance Rayder is killed though by Stannis. Jon kills him, giving him mercy. And Stannis and him, I mean, they have some conflicts, but overall, I think the two of them like each other, respect each other. And Mance Rayder uh, is dead. The wildlings are just chilling, and then Jon wants to get them as allies, and a lot of the other rangers do not like that. So Jon goes. He goes to where the wildlings have met up with Tormund Giantsbane, who was able to work with him and not be an idiot. And they go to save the wildlings and let them behind the wall for when the time comes. They would all need to fight against the wildlings, and they would die if they did not. But he's kind of too late because the wildlings are just attacking. A bunch of people are stubborn and stay. I'm kind of confused how none of them were alerted, like, a little bit before. I'm talking more than, 10 seconds before. It happened, I'd imagine to be a few minutes because, I mean, they were just fucking, trampling everywhere and so loud and shit. But, anyways, so yeah, they all get shit on. They get shit on really badly. Most of them don't even make it. The Giant makes it, and he just goes ape shit. And Jon kills one of the generals with the Valyrian steel sword. And, yeah, so this fight was awesome. This fight was amazing. It was like one of the highlights of the show. And then Jon goes back to Castle Black and is killed by his peers. So overall, season 5, I enjoyed it a lot. I think it was one of the more mediocre seasons, but still really good. It has weaknesses and it has boring moments, but I think overall it's pretty good. But some of the earlier seasons and some of the later seasons, I'd say, were better. But still, I think it did pretty well. Okay, might be one of my last takes of the show. I think it was dumb that Jon Snow was a Targaryen. There, I said it. Okay, I just feel like it was just one of those things. It's just oh, we need a shock or whatever. It's just okay. I really think that was dumb. I feel like it would have been better, if Ned Stark got with a Targaryen, let's say one of their cousins or some shit, or Daenerys' cousin or fucking I don't know, someone like that. Who Ned didn't know who she was at the time, and then afterwards he realized, and then boom, and that's why he won't tell anybody because he has Targaryen blood, and yeah, I mean I feel like that would have been better than him not being Ned Stark's actual son at all. I feel like I don't know, that's just kind of dumb. I feel like it was just kind of I don't know, I just didn't like it. So yeah, Jon Snow comes alive and then decides to leave the Night's Watch. And Sansa comes back to him, and Theon goes back to the Iron Islands, and they're overthrown by their uncle Euron, who kills their dad and just goes apeshit, and they have to flee to. So yeah, Sansa and Brienne of Tarth get to Castle Black, meet Jon. She's finally safe and not with some creeps or anything. And Jon's relieved and happy. Sir Davos, and Melisandre, I think it was. They pretty much just roll out, and their crew pretty much they just roll out, and decide to overthrow Ramsay and become so Jon could become Warden of the North or whatever. So Arya kills Stark, the dude who betrayed Robb Stark. Finally, and actually, I thought that was a pretty dope scene for her. And she's back on her way back to Winterfell after realizing that that's where she should go. And yeah, they try to build alliances. It was kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get why she just called Littlefinger from the beginning as Knights of the Vale. Definitely helped in the battle. So yeah, no, yada yada. They do the fight, bro. Dude, it was sad when their little brother died. I mean, he had 2 scenes in the whole ass fucking show, but still, it was kind of sad. And then, dude, Jon goes apeshit. He stares down the entire army, unfazed. And then, Well, dude, he goes ape shit. He probably killed like 100 men in that fight. Like he really went ape shit. Like yeah, like that shit was crazy. And then yeah, so uh they're losing very badly, and the Knights of the Vale show up, and they win. And yeah, dude, Jon Snow just went monkey shit, bro. Like this was like one of the clips up from it. And then so yeah, he fights Ramsay 1-on-1, kills him after he killed the giants, which was really sad. I kind of wish we could see more from like giants and stuff. Like, dude, I don't know, they're just really dope. If we see like the Jon Snow show, the yeah, the Jon Snow show that's apparently gonna happen, then I think they should definitely show some giants in that. Like, bro, they're just really cool and fascinating. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, he kills a giant when it's not looking, and then Ramsay gets his ass kicked by Jon. Jon beats the fucking shit out of him, bro. And then Sansa kills him, and yeah, they're just kind of chilling. Yeah, so that's Jon's story, at least. So yeah, dub season for Jon Snow and Sansa, and Sir Davos, and Sam too. He was cool. I think this was the season he started to learn to become a Maester, and yeah, that was cool. And then Bran, dude, he was just annoying. I don't know, he just annoys me a lot. He's just like so like emotionless, and it's just like, dude, like stop trying. Like they're trying to make him like the Yoda of the show, and it's just like, nah, bro. Like he's not, dude. Just stop. And then later on, it gets worse. So Cersei and Jamie, like, dude, like Cersei's really roughing it out. Tommen kills himself because she literally murks her like half the most important people in the show, and yeah. Oh, also, Melisandre is revealed to be an actual witch. I thought she was just faking it for the longest time, and like actually, she's like actually a witch, and she uses like her necklace to fake her appearance. She's actually like 8 billion years old, and she looks like a hot redhead with the necklace. But I don't know. So Stannis just got cucked like hard. I guess or some. I don't know. Maybe she actually physically transformed it. I don't know. So yeah, Cersei pretty much just goes nuts shit and kills like everyone who opposes her. And yeah, Tom kills himself, and then she becomes queen. And dude, Jamie, he's starting to become disillusioned with her this season. You can start to tell. I mean, they kind of continue their relationship, but like, yeah, dude, it's like she's roughing it out. Right? She's kind of going ape shit. And yeah, so she becomes queen. Nobody's really there to stop her. The mountain comes back, and yeah, she's just unrivaled right now. Okay, actually, I got this kind of confused because Sir Jordan Mormont didn't leave yet. So yeah, him and De Niro or whatever. I don't remember the dude's name. The good-looking dude with the beard. I don't fucking know his name. Who is in love with the girl? Or who's in love with Daenerys? And yeah, so they go to find her. She's with the Dothraki. I mean, she's just kind of getting bullied by them, brown guy. And then she ends up killing them, overtaking them, and now she's got a bigger army. And yeah, so then she tells Jorah to go and find a cure for grayscale. Uh, and yeah, so then Tyrion's ruling over the place that she's supposed to be ruling over. I don't remember what it's called. And then Missandei and Grey Worm develop their relationship. And I don't know. I thought this like the whole thing going on there was pretty interesting. It was a good arc. I mean, there was definitely some boring moments and stuff. Like I feel like this was kind of like the last season, like the thing on the other side of the narrative, like that stuff was kind of boring. Ending good. I mean, but good story, good arc. Overall, just little boring. I don't know. More specifically, what I meant by that was like Tyrion and his old stuff he was doing was pretty interesting. With Missandei, Grey Worm, and the bald dude, whose name I can't remember. And then I liked Daharo's and Jorah's stuff, but like Daenerys' stuff was just kind of like a little boring. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, overall, season 6 out of the later 4 seasons, it was the second best, I'd say. Uh, it was not as good as season 4, maybe as good as season 3 and 2. I can't really remember. And in season 1, I might have to put above it, but I don't know. It was a really good season. I really enjoyed it. It had some duller moments, but yeah, I really liked it overall. And yeah, I think it's one of the better seasons without a doubt. Yo, it's 11 blue Kit Kats again from the future. If you, okay, so pretty much this video was too long to be saved. So season 7 and 8 review will be coming next week. And yeah, it just didn't work out well. Sorry for you guys. And I mean, and then I'll have House of the Dragons maybe the same weekend. I'm not sure. I hope it will, but I don't know. Anyways, see you guys. Thank you for watching, and bye.